What is going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing well. Straight off the bat, thank you guys so freaking much. You guys blew up the video from the other day. You guys have been going crazy on merch, crazy on buying spots on the wagon, like putting your names on the wagon, and it is insane. Quickly, I just want to say I've had a lot of people inquiring about how you actually want your name on the wagon kind of thing. When you're putting that order in, where it puts in all of your personal details, where your first name is, that's where you put in wherever you want to be on the wagon. Whether it's the nameplates of a car, your TikTok handle, your Instagram handle, your name, your nickname, anything like that. If it's going to be a first and second name, it's just going to be your first name and initial. But yeah, if you want whatever you want to put in there, put that in the first field. But you guys have been blowing it up. Everything is selling out. I'll show you the racks and how many orders we've done just in the first night. I don't know if you remember the video from the other week where we were setting all this up, but these racks were all full and we're pretty much almost sold out of everything. So we are really close to hitting our target. So this is from the first night, full box full of orders, ready to go out. Bunch of stickers just there, ready to go out. But I'm pretty sure that the courier is just about to rock up and we should be getting every single one of our fittings today for the fuel system, so we can start mocking everything, well, not mocking everything up, but actually putting it on the car, seeing how everything's gonna go and seeing how everything's gonna look. And I'm super freaking excited because there's gonna be so many pieces. It's gonna be like massive adult Lego. So let's jump downstairs and we'll go wait for them. So postman just came and he brought all of our fittings and all of our goodness. And then in here we've also got our tail shaft loop. So all these fittings, there's plenty in there, like literally so many. But this is not all that he brought. He actually brought my early Christmas present from Indy. Now, if you know Indy and I, or you watch the vlogs and you're a true OG and you were watching this time last year, you'll see that Indy and I, we're great at getting each other presents, but we're horrible at actually waiting until the day to give them to each other. So like Christmas, birthdays, things like that, we are horrible. I think last Christmas was the worst that we ever got. She got me an Xbox One X and I think I got it in like November at some point. That's like, yeah, that is like the worst we ever got. But she gave that to me because I was hounding it, like I really wanted one so I could play with Jake and play COD and everything like that. So there was a reason, half kind of reason why we did it. But she's already gotten her Christmas presents for her this year because again, we're horrible with it. And as soon as they come, we just give them to each other. But mine just rocked up after getting a little bit delayed from shipping from the US. I have wanted one of these forever, literally forever. And I used to see Jake with one and it used to make me so much more jealous. And now that I've finally got my own, it is just so cool. And I literally have been wearing this since it came. It came about an hour ago and I only just took it off so I can film this. It is the coolest thing ever. Indy got me a bloody Rock helmet, one of these bad boys. So I won't just be rocking around in some like little standard normal motorbike helmet or anything like that. I have got one of the bloody coolest helmets that freaking come out known to man. And as if this doesn't scream wagon, like black and gold. And that is like literally gold leaf in that type of stuff. Like that's not just like paint, that's like proper cool OG legitness. And this thing is just so mean. Like look at that. Look at that, so freaking cool. And it just like matches the aesthetic of everything. And it just, oh man, I'm in love with it. This has got to be one of the best Christmas presents I've received in years because it is just, oh man, look at it, so cool. Alrighty, now that we've looked at that, let's play with some fittings. Whew, so I was not kidding, there is a lot. So I'm gonna start piecing together some of these and playing with these and seeing where they go, and I'll cut back in a second. Alrighty, so this is what I'm talking about. So now we have all the fittings on the top of the hat just here. I can focus. So we have all the fittings on the top of the hat just here. So as you can see, I got all 150 degree turning fittings just here so that all three hoses can come back down here. I want them to go underneath the blower just here, and then it'll go straight through over here to the front tank where it'll return to. We then also have our massive behemoth. Like, look at these things. These things are freaking huge. Like, look at them compared to like my finger. Like, these things are massive. And these will go straight across. This one will almost like, it'll literally have a hose that's like 10 centimeters long as it goes straight into the breather tank, which would be just here. The back of the K-valve just up here. We've got a block off on the bottom one just here, and then we have dash 8 coming out. So this is a hose end. This will actually be fixed on the back of the hose, and that'll come pretty much straight along here, straight into this bad boy just here, which then distributes the fuel into the hat. So that's pretty much as simple as it goes to there. And where you've got the larger boy just here, the dash 8, that will come underneath as well, and we will have one of these. This is a 40 micron filter, so it's one of the larger style filters, but still it's going to stop anything. There's another one at the back I'll show you. That'll be just under here, where the fuel will then come straight up into here. Or even so, I might even just put it like just here or something, or I don't know, but it'll be before it goes to the hat. So we have a filter that goes just before the fuel enters into the hat, so there's nothing dirty getting into the engine. And there's also one coming right in before the fuel pump at the back. So I do have more fittings that can go onto the mechanical fuel pump just down here in the shutoff valve, but there's no point putting them on yet, because as you can see, these ones, they face down, so no dust is going to get up into those. These ones, once I stop filming, I'll just turn them directly down so that nothing can get into them. But these ones, they will be sticking literally right up into the air, so I don't want them getting filled with gunk, even though we're going to probably be hopefully plumbing up the car next week. Pretty much what you have laying just here are the last few fittings that'll be for both header tanks. We should have those tonight so that we can plumb everything up, see how everything's going to go, and then I'll take you to the rear. Alrighty, so now over here in the rear, we've got, this is going to be our return line just here. I know it's really, really dark, but we pretty much got a dash 10, 180, which will go into a bulkhead fitting, which will go through the floor just here. Then we've got our dash 8, which comes out of the tank just here. It'll go straight across into another right angle. This is another filter. I can pretty much, it's plugged in, but we can take it out of the car. And yeah, so straight into a filter, straight into the pump, and then that'll pump that into another bulkhead fitting, which goes under the car, straight to the front tank. Boom, Bob's your uncle. That's how we get fuel to the front of the car. While we're also here, I'll show you the battery setup. So because I'm not using the OEM battery bracket, I could pretty much go with whatever I wanted. So even though this battery is a little bit smaller, it's smaller but fatter, so a bit more chode-like than a standard VE style battery. This is a full river, so a lot of people will use Optima red tops because they have really high outburst energy to be able to start race cars and everything like that. This thing is like a million times better. So it's still AGM, so it's still American glass matting inside. It's not a acid battery or anything like that. So similar to Optima batteries. So great technology there. If it ever tips upside down, anything like that, nothing really is gonna happen. There's never gonna be any acid leaking out. And it's got massive cold cranking amps to be starting the car. This thing will be super reliable, if not more reliable than a Optima, because Optimas are now made in China, whereas these are still made in the US, so they are great batteries. So I pretty much just used, the same sheet steel that we used to make this floor. I just cut that to size. There was 2 holes already there with factory fasteners, so I just drilled them out so that they'd fit in. And then this like universal battery bracket from Supercheap that just so happens to perfectly mimic the shape of the top of the battery. And then I used some of Car Builder's acoustic liner, you can see back there. I've got 2 sheets under it too, just so it's not metal on metal. It's actually absorbed, and so only clamping from the top, it cannot slide at all. So that is going absolutely nowhere. Now that I've said that, it legally can't. But yeah, so coming back over to this side, a little bit of light. Yes, there's a lot of dust and crap in here because I was doing some drilling and cutting before. I will have this like propped up, because then both this hose and this hose meet perfectly and line up, and the hose can go directly over the RHS with nothing in the way. And then I'll also be putting some of the acoustic liner just so it has a foam bottom to it, so that it's not vibrating or anything like that. And then that'll go straight out to the bulkhead that goes under the floor. So it's all very simple, but also very technical at the same time, I guess, in a way, but it is actually like that close to getting done. So next week, if Aaron is not too busy, I'm going to go bother him, take the wagon over there, and we're gonna get this bitch completely plumbed up. And then we're that much closer to having it start. But for now at least, this is where I'm gonna put the old girl to bed. I'm gonna wait for the boys to come later on tonight. That'll probably be for the next video, so we can get all of the tanks in. They're actually gonna have them mounted up today. Hopefully we can keep them today, and they should be all good to go. I know that we will need to, I forgot to order a second weld-in bung for this Dash 6, because both of these go back to the front tank. I forgot to order a second weld-in bung for the front tank, so we will have to do that, like have to organize that too. But with the front tanks in, that will mean the car is 100% ready to be plumbed up. So very excited for that. Hopefully we get to keep them today, but that'll be in the next video. So that's where I'm gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't give like a massive rundown, but at the same time, like I said, once you have your head slightly around it, it is very simple and very basic. Like literally, fuel from the back to the front, return it to the front so you're not pressurizing, overfilling, yada yada yada. Get it to the hat, filter it, get it in the engine, burn it. Simple as that. The mechanical pump makes it so simple. No crazy sensors, no nothing like that. So it's going to be awesome. And mechanical is so much easier to get your head wrapped around. But that's where I'm going to wrap up today's video. Catch you guys in the next one, which will be Monday, 6 p.m. Be there or be square. Alrighty guys. Peace.
There's nothing that we got in common. I've been out grinding and hustling, investing this paper, got tired of eating that ramen. All of my music be heat, I ain't missing a beat. I've been blessed with impeccable timing. Watch all them people who friendly, it turn into envy whenever they see that you shining. Okay, I'm